Hello. Yes. Now we're going to do chapter 10, HRM. Okay, let me just adjust this nicely. Today is Mother's Day. By the time you watch this, it will not be Mother's Day, but still go back, kiss mommy, think of mommy, say thank you to mommy. Okay. Yes. I just came back from shopping. Very nice shopping. My husband is polishing my bag, huh? You see, outside here. Say hello, Lingam. 小啦. Okay, so must start off happy, hor. If not, then what's the point of studying? If it's not fun, correct? Yes. HRM. Okay, chapter 10. Now, chapter 10 here is about career planning. When you work in a company, you will want to know how far you can go in the company, correct or not? Yeah. So the further you have your opportunity to grow in the company, the more you would like to work for that company, isn't it? So similarly, for HRM, it is very important for you to plan and develop a person's career so that they feel that their future prospect with the company is sealed. Okay? Nobody wants to work in a company where they find that their future is not bright. Okay? So if you want to keep a good horse, then it's very important for you to make sure that you organize career planning and career development for your good horses so that you can retain them. Right? So now let us see. Okay, this one here. Yeah. Career planning and development. Okay? Now career planning. Career planning and development here is a process of bringing in new staff, and then you start to see how loyal your staff is going to be. No point planning and developing career for staff who's not going to be staying in your company for long. Okay, so any action, any activities that you do to keep your employees is an investment, provided they want to stay. So you want to invest on good employees, then it's worth it. Then you start planning. How do you know whether it's worth it to invest? They must, number one, show a deep interest in the kind of work they're doing. Number two, they want to grow themselves to be with the company. Yeah, so the skill must be there. If they're not skillful, then no point investing. Yeah, why would you want to invest on someone who's not able to grow with the company? And if they are already stagnant, they are not growing, then they are not going to be competitive. So it's better to invest on people and staff that are very competitive, that is going to contribute positively to the company. So you plan for them. Right? This kind of career planning. And now, of course, the last one here is they have to be loyal to your company. Yeah, loyalty counts. Right. So plan for your people who are willing to work in a company, and there are many stages of planning. Okay, you need to plan for those who just come in, and then you also need to plan for people who have been in the company for a long time, maybe 5-10 years already, and they would feel bored. And then again, how are we going to expand for them so that they will not feel bored and still want to work for the company? And finally, the last stage of career planning and development are for those people who are about to retire very soon. Okay, it's also very important to take care of people who is going to be retiring from the company. Why? Because if you don't take care of the elderly people, in your company, then the younger ones will say, why should I work so hard for the company? Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be taken care of. So make sure you take care of the elder people, okay, for career planning. So with this note, take care of mommy, take care of daddy. Today is Mother's Day. Go and say hello and love you, mommy. Next one. Okay, this one, stages of career planning. Yeah, I just touched on a little bit just now. Different stages. Yeah, people who just come into the company. Okay, probation period, you need to look at them. After working for a while, you need to look at them. And then those who are mid, look at them. And then those who are in the pre-retirement, you need to also look at them. Okay, and pre-retirement, it's important to look at them because you need to ask these people whether are they going to be in the company for long. Even though retirement may be 60 years old, would they want to extend their retirement to 65 years old? And then what are you going to do with these people? Okay, because they have huge contacts, they have huge experience. You would like to make use, okay, take advantage on their experiences, on their skills, so that yeah, they can help the organization to develop even faster. Okay, now there's also methods for career planning. CISS KISS. CISS KISS is a short form for Campbell, okay, system of selecting people. It's called known as KISS method. So you look at people from a different personality. Okay, what kind of personality this person has? Like for example, is this person an artistic person? If this person is artistic, then what career path would you like to create for this person? If this person is outgoing, okay, then what kind of career path would you like to plan for this person? If this person is very good at communicating with people, have got people skills, then maybe you like to develop a career that is suitable for this kind of personality. People who like people, you probably could put them into human resource department. People who are very good with money, people who are very good with invention, creativity, invention, all this, probably you can put them under marketing department. Okay, people who like to design things, will come up with ideas, maybe you can put them under production department. So this method is to work out psychologically, okay, the kind of interest the people have. Then you can put them into which career path that is more suitable for them. Because the more attracted they are to the career, the job they like, the more they would like to remain in your company. And the more you know the person, the easier for you to develop job design. Remember job design we spoke about the last time? So this can actually help you to do that. Okay, so let's go down and see. Chapter 11 is employee discipline. Okay, we are talking about problematic employees. Remember, you're dealing with adults here. So how do you deal with adults who are, for example, are very problematic? So we need to find out what are the disciplinary issues. Here, disciplinary issues. Okay? What disciplinary issues? What does it mean by problematic people? Like for example, problematic people can come in a form of vocal abusive people. Vocal abusive people are people who always very garang, very full of anger, and then when they work, when they have a lot of anger, they show their anger by using the F word, fish word, ayo, better not talk here, you know what I mean, and then they like to show their faces, angry that time, that kind of faces, that, what do you want? So vocally abusive like to use vulgar words, very angry people. These are disciplinary people, or people who like to have addictive problems, such as alcohol. Some people drink until next day. They come late to work because they are not responsible enough. They drink. Some people like to take drugs. I think goyang, kepala goyang, ayoy. So these irresponsible people, if they are under influence, alcohol influence, drug influence, when they come to work, they may not be very focused, and worse is they abuse others. So we have disciplinary people, and some people like to gossip. Gossip is also another form of problem. A disciplinary issue. And of course late, punctuality is another problem. People who cannot come on time. It's problematic to an organization. So student, you're very lucky. Now I train you not to be late, isn't it? I lock doors and all this stuff. So what is the purpose of me doing all this? Is to train you so that you will not be a disciplinary issue person next time when you go to work. You should thank me. Now here, types of discipline problem. Yeah, we're going to study different types. Disciplinary problem. Okay, financial issues. People who got financial problem. People who got family problem. People who got illness problem. People who got relationship problem. You know, personal problems such as at home, they have a fight with their boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, you know, with children, whatever. And then when they come to work, they carry that problem with them. And when you carry your problem with you, you take it very personally. And at work, when you affect people, then that's bad. Okay? If you have personal problem and you're able to manage it yourself, that's fine. But when you bring your personal problem to work and affect others by screaming and shouting and venting your anger, mengeluarkan perasaan yang marah itu, mengakibatkan orang lain tak cukup mantap bekerja, then that's not good. That's problematic. That's disciplinary issue. And of course, stubborn people, stubborn people who you advise them already and yet they still repeat the problem. Yeah, so that is also not good. Yeah, so those are the things that we're going to be studying how to handle. Remember, we are handling adults, so it can be very sensitive if we don't do it politically correctly. Yeah? The next one here is methods of to reduce disciplinary problems. Right? There are many methods. Some of the methods are very soft methods. For example, advice, counseling are very soft methods. And it depends on the employee. Some employee very stubborn, very degil one, very TK one, very guailan one. So what do? You use hard method. That method is called hot stove method. Hot stove. S-T-O-V-E. Hot stove method. You will learn this next time when I go into the chapter. Hot stove method is where you punish them immediately. 冇情講. The moment you got into trouble, you've been punished. Right? So that is one of the method. And another method, of course, counseling. Yeah. And there are also other methods, like for example, the when I advise you, you still do it. The next time, I will punish you harder. I do this to you all also lah, you know. Every time you do the same mistake again, then I will minus your marks more and more. Okay. Chapter 12, health and safety issues. Remember we talk about HRM, take care of the welfare of the employees. So one of the welfare here is health and safety issues. Okay, we must make sure that the employees that come to work, okay, they are being taken care of in terms of the physical health and also the emotional health. Yeah, we must make sure that when people come to work, they do not get injured. Yeah, at work. Things are saved at work. So we're going to study health and safety issues here. And then we're also going to study the causes of health and safety issues. For example, car park, if you don't have CCTV, and then for ladies, especially when they go to the car park and they kena colek, kena rogol, tak baik lah begitu kan. So, yeah, causes of health and safety issue, that's one of them. And some people, they are a bit inconsiderate. For example, when you wash your hands, you know, you don't turn off the tap, and you wash already, you like that. Yeah, then the water everywhere. You eat chewing gum, then you simply stick it everywhere. That's why Singapore, they ban people from taking chewing gum. You eat banana skin, you throw your banana skin. So, you notice or not, in class, I always ask you, when you finish your exercise, make sure that you put your chairs back nicely, you pick up the rubbish. This is why lah, so that you will not cause any health and safety issues. Okay? In your schools, you must also make sure that you, at work, not schools, even schools also lah, At work, you also make sure that you have programs to reduce dangers at work, reduce accidents at work, and you also learn what are the things we need to do if there are accidents at work. Okay? For example, you need a security guard law. You need security guard to jalan-jalan around to make sure that everything is functioning well. Okay, make sure that there is a emergency exit. Where's ALC's emergency exit? Ubo, come make it tray. Go and find out. Jump off the window. Also, you need to, the fire hydrant. Okay, alarm system. Okay, at banks in Australia, we have all the screen, the glass screen, which is bulletproof. So if people were to come into the bank, they don't rob you so easily. If they were to point a gun at you, there's a huge glass, of a little bit holes where when you talk through, they can hear you. But there's a glass there, so even if they were to shoot you, it's bulletproof. Okay, so these are very good health and safety issues. Okay, bacteria level, in restaurant, if you work in a restaurant, you must make sure that the bacteria level is not too high. It's being taken care of. So all these are programs to make sure that people are being taken care of, so that they will not injure themselves, they won't harm themselves. Especially working in factories, make sure there's gloves, make sure they have these goggles, make sure you have helmets and the Pochukan boots to protect yourself from being hurt. And many things. Okay, a mask, they give you a mask if you work in a factory that has got very poor working ventilation, chemicals that you breathe in. All this, you need to take care of the employees, because if you don't, then the employees can sue the company, and we don't want to be sued. Money is one thing, reputation, image, if the people come and if the news is being spread, then that's not good. You're harming yourself. Okay, the reputation of the company. All right, let's go down. We come to the last chapter here, chapter 13. Chapter 13 is about relationship, employee and employer relationship. All right, to have a healthy relationship, you must have good, healthy bosses and systems and culture in the company. So this chapter, okay, one of the things that you're going to study is called labor and collective bargaining. For example, if you have problem with the company, who do you look for? Okay, if let's say your boss don't support you and you feel that you're being treated unfairly, there must be a body, corporate body, that you can go to, not from the company. We call this union. You can go to them and they can represent you to bargain with the company. Okay, if your boss disagree with you and you cannot find people to support you and your boss is at the wrong, so you can go and get someone to represent you to bargain with the boss. Okay, and then we're going to study this one here, forces influencing bargaining process. When you want to bargain with your boss, okay, the bargaining process, in other words, the union, someone who represents you, how are you going to sit down, 3%, you, the union, and the company you're working with, tiga orang, okay, how to sit down and bargain until an agreement is being arrived. Let's say you're being paid unfairly, okay, after talking to the company and the company ignores you, you can ask a union, a labor, to represent you to bargain with them. Alright? But it has to be legitimate lah. And after they represent you, the bargaining your process is going to help you to arrive at an agreement. And sometimes it's not easy to arrive at an agreement, so they will have disagreement. So what do we do when you have disagreement? You may have seen this before. Some employees, staff, they go on strike. 打工, then they hold the board there. Increase salary, 打工. So they refuse to come to work. Okay, Some people, they come to work, but they just sit down there. They don't want to communicate. They don't want to do anything. Those are just demonstrations. Demonstration to let the employer know that they are not happy. Right? So there are many ways that we're going to study that as well as we go on. So yes, those are the 13 chapters for HRM and SHRM. Okay, now when I come back next time, I shall be talking about exams with you. Okay, now midterm, usual lah. Okay, midterm it's 10%. Okay, where is the percentage sign? Yes. Okay, midterm test is 10% usual. Midterm test here, you have you answer only 2 questions. 2 questions. Yeah, you only answer 2 questions usual. And then of course your assignment. Yeah, assignment T short form. It's 30%. Okay, and then your exercise in class usual 10%. So your first 2 exercises will be given to you when I give you lectures on the webcast. Now, when I come back, you only do 8 exercises. Isn't this fabulous? This new way of teaching? Adoy. Okay, so final. Yeah, final. Alamak, spelling pun salah ni. Finals. Yes. Finals is 50%. 50%. So that total is 100. So same thing. Your final is a what do you call that? Case study. Section A case study, and section B is a 4 question. You choose 2. 50%, 50%. That makes 100%. Okay. When I come back, I'll talk to you about the exercises. I'll talk to you about the assignment. Alright? The assignment will be given to you by the mid of next week. Alright? So study the assignment first and then find out what to do with the assignment. I will explain through the webcast like that. Okay? So with that, thank you very much. Bye bye.